Welcome to our step-by-step guide on how to calculate press brake tonnage. Today, we will walk through how to easily read an air bending force chart and accurately calculate the pressure needed for your next bend. Before we jump into the math, let's review the key terms you will see on a standard tonnage chart. First is T, which simply stands for material thickness. Next is V, which represents the V opening, or the width of the bottom V die. You will also see IR, which stands for the inside radius of your bend, and MF, which is the minimum flange length needed to safely perform the bend. Selecting a V opening. To find your tonnage, you first need to select the optimum V opening. A standard rule of thumb is that the bottom V die should be 8 times your material thickness. However, the exact formula scales with thickness. Use 6 times the thickness for materials 2.6 millimeters or thinner, 8 times for materials between 3 and 8 millimeters, 10 times for 9 to 12 millimeters, and 12 times for materials 14 millimeters and thicker. On many charts, the optimal values are highlighted in colored boxes, which typically indicate where the inside bend radius matches the material thickness. Keep in mind that using smaller V openings will increase the required tonnage and is generally not recommended, while larger V openings will decrease the tonnage. Finding tons per foot. Now let's find your base tonnage. Look at the left side of your chart and locate the gauge or decimal thickness of your material. Follow that row straight across until it intersects with the column for your selected V opening. The number listed in that box represents the required pressure in tons per linear foot. For example, if you look at 1/4 inch material paired with a 2-inch V opening, the chart will show that it requires roughly 15.3 tons of pressure per foot of material. Calculating total bend length. Because the chart only provides the capacity needed for a single foot of material, you must adjust the calculation for the actual length of your part. To do this, simply take the tons per foot number you just found and multiply it by your total bend length in feet. For instance, if you are bending 3 feet of that same 1/4 inch material, you multiply 15.3 by 3, meaning you need 45.9 tons of pressure for the job. Adjusting for material types. There is one final crucial step. Adjusting for your specific material. Tonnage charts are almost always based on standard mild steel with a tensile strength of 60,000 psi. If you are bending a softer or harder metal, you have to apply a multiplier. If you are working with soft brass or soft aluminum, you only need 50% of your calculated tonnage. Heat-treated aluminum alloys require 100% of the tonnage, which is the same as mild steel. However, harder materials require more pressure. For example, stainless steel takes 50% more of the calculated tonnage. And that's it. By determining your material thickness, selecting the optimal V opening, multiplying by your total bend length in feet, and adjusting for your material type, you can confidently calculate the exact press brake tonnage required for a successful and safe bend. Blue Tech Machinery is not liable for injury or harm as a result of the information in this video.